There are some tools called extensions that your students will want to enable or turn on to get more functionality out of Google Chrome. You can find extensions, whether you're a student or staff, by clicking on this puzzle piece. You can also look at the extensions that you have running by clicking Manage Extensions. If you click Open Chrome Web Store, and then for Valley View School District, it will show you all the ones that have been approved for student or staff use. We suggest that students turn on Orbit Note, Equatio, Read and Write, the Screenshot Reader, and Google Translate, and you could go through and see what others you might want. But we encourage teachers, maybe in an advisory or homeroom setting, to go through this process with students. You'll notice that when I click on the puzzle piece, it shows I have all of these extensions installed, but they don't show up because they have not been pinned. Orbit Note allows students or staff to have their PDFs opened easily in a way that you can also mark up or add notes to the PDF. So we are going to pin that. We're also going to pin Read and Write and the Screenshot Reader. The Screenshot Reader is great because it allows you to basically select text that is on the screen and it will read it for the person. Once you have pinned them, you might need to go in and enable Orbit Note use. So you would click on that and then students or staff would choose sign in with Google. Then they would select their Google account and click allow. You can also then right click on Orbit Note and select the options and make sure that Open Web PDFs is enabled. Then if you go back to Google Drive and hit refresh, we could look at a PDF, and there are a couple different ways to open it. We can right click and open with Orbit Note. And then there are various tools that you can use to interact with this. You can see that previously I've underlined a couple of things. If you had handed this PDF out to students and you wanted them to answer some questions, they could type in an answer. They can move this around so that the answer shows up in a specific place. They can also do some highlighting or some drawing, lots of different things once they're using Orbit Note. Then they can also save this new version of the PDF by downloading it. So that's how you can use Orbit Note. If you click the Screenshot Reader, then you will see that it is no longer a pointed cursor arrow, but a set of crosshairs. And if you left click and drag, it will open up a box. And you can see this color bar changing. That's because it's thinking. And then it will read the words inside the box. You can do this anywhere. I can then close the box by clicking the X. And if I click the Screenshot Reader again, it will read that to me. And this can be a really good tool for students. Read and Write also offers various tools that you might want students to have access to. If students are going to add extensions, they would simply just need to click on the extension, add to Chrome, and then you click Add Extension. So it shows up, and then you have to log in. But to pin it, you have to go back to the puzzle piece and click the pin. You may or may not want to introduce Bitmoji to students because it could be a distraction. But this is how you can enable and pin and use certain extensions for Valley View students and staff.